Hey guys, welcome to SB252. Thank you for joining me. I'm your host Curtis, but you can just call me Kurt for all practical purposes. Thank you for joining me here today. This is your sports channel, your home for sports news, all relevant topics. And now it's time. The NBA season is about to get started. It starts tonight. But real quick, make sure you send us your questions to superbowltelevision@gmail.com. Put the link in the description down below. If you have any questions about football, baseball, basketball, we talk about all those sports. Your questions might end up on the show. Thank you for joining me here today. So NBA season, I'm so excited for it. It starts tonight. Let me know how pumped you are for the NBA season in the comments below. Tonight, the Golden State Warriors play the Houston Rockets. Obviously, the Rockets will revolutionize this offseason. They added Chris Paul to their team. They traded for him in the offseason, but Houston lost. They had to send over Patrick Beverley, Sam Decker, and Montrezl Harrell and a few extra guys over to the Clipper. So the NBA has really changed this offseason. But tonight's game, obviously, it doesn't have big relevance in a big term other than we're just excited to see the NBA season get started. Listen, let's talk about Houston for a second. I do believe Houston can work more so than the Oklahoma City Thunder can work. James Harden averaged 29.1 points per game last year. Chris Paul, on the other hand, only averaged 18 points per game, which is not bad, but not stellar. But he had over 9 assists last season. Chris Paul has only averaged over 20 points once in his career, and that was 22 points back in 2008. So Chris Paul, James Harden, we all know that they're ball-dominant players. They like to keep the ball in their hands at all times. But if they can work together, they can work this thing out. It can be successful. Last year, obviously, Houston came out of nowhere with their coach. They had a new coach. He figured things out. They got 55 wins last year, only 27 losses. Okay, and they shot the ball very well. If they can have a good equal balance between Paul and Harden, if Paul can feed Harden, that can work. I can see it where it can work. But obviously, it's not going to beat the Golden State Warriors and Kevin Durant, who are just one of the greatest teams of all time, who are fresh off of a championship win. They still got Curry. Like I said, they still have Durant. They still have Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, and the list just goes on. And now they got Swaggy P added to the lineup. Okay, so Golden State, the clear favorite this year. Now, Houston can't beat them. Neither can Oklahoma City. I do think Houston can work internally, but I don't know how Oklahoma City can work internally themselves because obviously Westbrook got MVP. He averaged a triple-double. He had 31 points per game last year, okay? And Melo, I know Melo, we all don't think he's good anymore. I personally don't think he's great, but he did average over 20 points per game last year. Paul George also averaged over 20 points per game last year. So how is this thing going to balance out? It's all good stats. But I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's too many good stats. Okay? You need to have more of a balance. Not everyone can average 20 points per game. It's not going to work. So Oklahoma City, it's the West. The West is so talented. It seems as if everyone just left the East. Everyone just said, heck with the East. They just said, just take all of the East and move it out West. We had Paul George go to the West. We had Melo go to the West. We had Chris Paul and James Harden stay in the West. The East is so unwatchable. There's no competition. The only watchable stuff is like games and stuff is like tonight. Okay? Tonight's game will be good. LeBron James, the king, will be defending his home against Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics. Obviously, we all know Kyrie Irving got traded to Boston. So Kyrie Irving's going to be ready to ball. He averaged 25 points per game last year. So he averaged over 5 assists. So a lot of people say he can't assist the ball. I think Kyrie Irving's going to be good. And watch out. I do believe in the Boston. I don't believe Cleveland's going to work out. Obviously, they just made Dwayne Wade the starter over J.R. Smith, the aged Dwayne Wade, who still has something left in the tank, but that's not a move you should do. They have problems internally. I personally believe at this moment, Boston is the team to go to the championship to compete against the Warriors. They won't win. Warriors are going to win it all, okay? That's settled. Kevin Durant, they're going to win it all. But Boston, they can get it done. I can't wait for tonight's game. Can't wait to get another NBA season going. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about this new NBA season. Do you guys think that Oklahoma City will work? Do you think Houston, the project in Houston, will be successful? And will the Golden State Warriors win it again? And also, will Kyrie Irving top the king this year and snap the 7th straight championship final appearances for the king? Thank you guys for watching today's video today. Obviously, always make sure you like this video, subscribe if you like this content. We're going to keep it up for you guys every single day, all the time. We're going to make sure we got this good content for you guys as much as possible. Thank you guys for watching today's video, and you guys have a good rest of your day. And peace!